You find the face here. Here's the face. I might actually not. Reshape that. Might actually be a little bit too big here. I'll find the center of the face here, or right about, estimate it. I think that's okay right there. Up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's good there. I'll blend that piece. Get it shaped the way I want. Start kind of blending the sides down a little bit. Lock them where they need to be. And do a little bit of light shaping here. I hope this is in frame here. It's a little bit uneven looking, but I think I can make it work here. I think this needs to come over, this needs to come over, it needs to go that way, and that needs to probably go out a little bit. Bring that down a little bit. Maybe with that, there we go. No, that's off. That's very off, I think. Yeah, I need to. Okay, so I don't know if this is centered or if it's just a little bit off because this is a little bit uneven looking. Okay, I think I'm getting closer to where I need to be with this. This one's taking forever just on this nose alone here. Sometimes I guess it's gonna be like that, but I feel like I do start screwing up a little bit more when I take too long instead of just having something I'm pretty quickly comfortable with. So maybe I'll drop that in a little bit. Okay, I think I'm good with that. We'll bring out the round out the top of where the eyes are going to go. Kind of make them a little bit higher here than normal. And this is just the brow here. This isn't really what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to create the upper ridge for the eye socket, but it looks like I'm actually carving out. I carved out way too much on this side for sure. I might actually need more clay just in general on this whole side. And I'm going to get rid of this and just restart this whole process on the eyes. Okay, let me take a second and analyze where I'm at here. So the nose still isn't perfect on the inside. I need to clean that out a little bit better. And I'll do that with the alcohol when I get to that. What I'm looking to do is just create a section for the eyes. But I would like to build like a little ridge above the eye without without actually digging out too much. Like kind of going into the nose area here. This needs to come up a little bit, like this. Alright, gonna bulk up the cheeks a little bit here. Not too much, don't want to go too crazy. Okay. We're getting there. This one's been a real fucking fight, but it's alright. It's coming out okay. Okay, boom. I think I am going to give this one like a little bit of like a jowl kind of look, like get the old double chin look here. This was something I was doing in my early ones. I was trying to make it look like one of my early sculptures. I was kind of basing them on some of my first paintings, and I was doing like real grotesque kind of features on a lot of this stuff. I guess I still do that, like real exaggerated features. And one of the ones I always do is kind of like, you see this line right here, kind of almost separate the face and create like a structure where the face would be. And you can actually kind of visualize it where you would pull back. Like this is too much, so I'll just push it down and make it like double here. Blend that. Now if I really want to go crazy right now, which I might just make that the mouth. That was a totally on accident, but kind of, yeah, that's definitely what's going to happen here. I'm not going to go too crazy over blending anything now because I like that idea. I will just shape it so you can identify that as the mouth. Okay, yeah, this is one of the most crazy looking ones I think I've done. So you see you got the upper lip here. Click in that shape. Lower lip here. Clean that shape up a little bit, not too much. This kind of looks like these candies when I was a kid, if you know what I'm talking about. You might be able to just know what I mean just by looking at this. This was like it just would have been the edge of the candy. Okay, I don't want to go too far past that because I think I'm pretty happy with that as it is. And then the trick to this is just take a brush, kind of a soft brush, with rubbing alcohol, and you can kind of soften up your shapes. So like this, like I said I was going to get in the nose, there you go. You don't have to go extremely crazy with it, but it will just soften up your shapes. And this, like if you want to dig this out a little further, clean these eyes out here. Okay, so I'm not even going to put eyeballs in this one. I'm just going to leave it as is. I kind of like that. This one is kind of crazy though because you have to look at the bottom to see what's going on, but I like it, so I'll leave it like that for now. And I'll come back after that's been cooked in the oven.